so I did have a chance to kind of go through the repo and do a little bit of cleanup. I'm hoping you can see my screen. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do, Vishendra, is I also send these meeting notes after we've met either with the Dash community disaggregated APIs for SONiC hosts or the behavioral model call, which happens on Thursdays. So just recap here. This is our 111th meeting today. But last couple weeks ago, Riff helped with the call and wanted to say thank you to him. And then, we did merge 4 PRs and we had some follow-up tasks here, specifically with the flow design PR, et cetera. Then it moves into everything that's kind of in our queue, everything that's in progress, items we've got done, and then the longer meeting notes here. So that's what happened the last couple of weeks where I put together the notes. And then this week, so Vishendra, are you receiving these notes, by the way?
No, Christina.
Okay, I'll make sure you are. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And then so here's our repo, and I know that there were a couple in here that were awaiting some review, and let me pull those up really quick. So I think down here, oops, sorry, not closed. This one, Marian 553, did you have a chance to look at this one where they were looking for a review?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, no worries. Do you want me to ping you on it or put it in the chat window or?
Let me check 1 second. I have a list of all the pull requests I need to review. So what is the number?
This is just 553.
553. Give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
No, I haven't got that one on my list. So probably you can ping me on Monday.
Sure,
sometime.
sure. Okay, I'll do that. And then add tunnel stage. I know that does this one need a review, Marian? Not from you, but from Riff or anything, or is this one ready to go?
I'm fixing conflicts right
Okay,
now, and then
sure.
I will let Riff know that it's ready.
Okay, sure. Great. And this one here. So this is Mukesh and you. So I'll just let you go through your list then, Marian. Thanks for that. And did anyone on the call have PRs they wanted to cover today? This is our list here. It looks like a lot of these are pretty much in play right now, but sorry, I'm looking at this routing group one. Yeah. So other than these, do you guys have PRs you'd like to cover or things you'd want to talk about?
Hi, Christina. This is Alberto.
Hi, Alberto.
Quayside. Hi. I just wanted to actually bring attention to, I had asked a question on, let me put it in the chat, this issue, 110. Yeah,
110.
yeah.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's still open. I ran into an issue just, and I was wondering if there was I guess maybe there's something I'm not doing correctly, or so when building up a config for BMV2, it's at the very, very bottom. Yeah, I'm running into this error here, and I thought this was the right issue, appropriate issue, to ask this comment. And so
Yeah.
I would, yeah, so I don't know who, if anybody's still actively looking at it. I just wanted to bring it, bring this to the attention of the group and see if there's anybody that can help out, or maybe there's something I'm not doing correctly.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just trying to dig back in my memory banks here. So we thought we had a Band-Aid replace optional BMV2 with dash ACLP4, and then Ashutosh was gonna provide a key and show it to Rev. Ashutosh, do you remember anything about this one?
No, yeah, that was basically, I thought that the current code has some issues, so I was going to give it to Riff, but I think Riff explained that. So I think that was not tied to this issue. It was a different question I had.
Okay, so if you try to configure BMV2 with this definition here, you get this message, IP prefix list.
Yep. And you'll see it's in that attribute section there. That's where it will hit that side dash ACL rule attribute SIP, and then it hits that IP, and it will fill out right there.
This one here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marian, would you have an idea, or Shy, or? Hey, Shy? Would you have an idea?
Yeah. Sorry, I was on mute. No,
That's okay.
no, I don't have an idea regarding this one.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I also
It's
don't
okay.
know.
Oh, okay. So, Alberto, it's Alberto's. What exactly are we trying to do here then?
Yeah, so this right here will configure the BMV2, and if so I just keep running into this when I'm trying to configure, uh, uh, well, yeah, run this config, and it's modeled close to uh, well, it's expanded version of what some of the other examples that are already there. But yeah, so whenever I hit this attribute SIP, it just fills out, and I'm not sure why, and
Yes.
trying to,
So
maybe there's another way
in
of changing it.
BMV2, sorry to interrupt, the
No.
prefix list was supposed to be implemented as just a single prefix without a list, because it would be much more intrusive change. And like the example is correct, but I thought that we did implement the IP prefix list as just a prefix, so this value should be actually consumed. I don't know why it is not. I would need to check. Maybe we actually didn't implement it.
Okay.
The example is correct. It could be just that it's missing this piece of code that is supposed to consume an attribute of type prefix list as just a single prefix. Could be just missing.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to see if yeah, I guess we'll wait to see if for whenever there's an update for it. I'll try it again. And if there's anything that I could provide to help you, just let me know.
Okay. So, and I don't know if Riff is coming today. I think he's on call today, and so I don't think I have him. And I'll check with him as well to see if there's some guidance we can provide, okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Marian. Yeah, sounds good. And that was a while ago. Wow. Okay, so other than that, Did this one get covered for you, Ashutosh, the calculation error and program scale?
Can you click on it? I mean,
Not sure where 1,000 came from.
yeah, the document was updated, but yeah, yeah, so that line that there was, so based on this, right, I think the table is 32 million, right? So I think the idea was to create 30 million background flows.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go with the 5 million, then the total flow table size will be 40 million, but we only have 32 million.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't figure out what was this, how was this calculated?
Mm-hmm.
So for example, there's 1,000 there, but I don't know where is that.
And Chris, you assigned Mersha to this one?
It's a while ago. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
All
mean,
right.
it's
yeah, I guess
32
the notes.
million.
What's that?
It's 32 million the value, definitely. Now, the realistic value when we run, it is 15 plus 15 plus the concurrent flows while the CPS is running. But usually at that rate, CPS is so fast that practical concurrent, it's in hundreds or thousands, not more than that. So I don't think I ever seen it on any device, let's say more than 10,000 flows coming from the CPS itself. So the effective number while the test is running, I would say it's 30 million, I don't know, and another 1,000, 10,000. While the requirement it's total to be 32. So from 30 to 32, those 2 million are like a buffer. So the CPS can expand in there. But I would say effectively, I never seen more than 10K being used. Usually it's in hundreds actually. Now regarding the math, yeah, that 1,000, I don't know, maybe, finger in the air and we have the 1,000, but I'm not sure if it's from the ACL rules. But it shouldn't be 35. It's never going to go to 35. I never seen it. To have 35 means that all the flows don't end up in 5 seconds and they are super, those packets are super slow.
Does that help, Ashutosh?
Yeah, I think I got the idea that basically that 1,000 number is just the number of CPS flows which are kind of temporarily in there because they're turning over, so ideally they can be 0. But at a given time, there may be a few thousand flows in the table. So that's why Marja is saying that those can be kind of ignored. Right, Marja? So that 1,000 number is kind of just what he may have
Yeah,
seen
so the
from
30
test.
million are
Yeah.
fixed, while let's say the 2,000 are always being cycled, open, close, open, close, open, close. So they're always recycled.
So when you set up, let's say 30 million background flows, and then you start, let's say the test, and you send the first 3 million packets, CPS flows, right? At least initially they will build up for the first 5 seconds, right? And then after 5
No,
seconds,
they will not.
They don't.
Wait, that may be for UDP, but we do the CPS with TCP, and TCP sends the 7 packets in a quick succession. And I don't know, at 100 gig line rate, let's say, those 7 packets with all the processing, machine state, and so on are a couple of microseconds, if not, yeah. And the flow is gone. The moment the fin arrives, the flow gets removed because of the fin, not because of expiration.
Oh, so I was thinking that you send like 3 million SYN packets, then, and then 3 million SYNAC, and then 3 million. But it's not like that. It's not interleaved. You're saying that you send the 6 packets of a flow
Everything
and
is
then 6
parallel.
packets of the next flow.
Each TCP flow is parallel. So let's say the SYNs are being sent one after the other.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say line rate, but whatever the rate is for 3 million CPS. And then the state machine kicks in and starts responding.
Yeah, so when the first 3 million are sent, let's say, right, and those state machine will start programming the flow table. So you're saying that, so that should be there, right? At least in the beginning, those flows will get programmed and then eventually get aged out. But it depends on how to
No,
test
because
them.
by no, wait. You send the first scene, and then you send the second scene immediately after at the rate that is required, the 3 million CPS or whatever. But that first scene travels line speed to the other end, and the other end replies with the SONiC and back, and that communication goes as fast as possible, irrespective of your CPS rate. So CPS rate, let's say, dictates that you need to send one scene packet every 1 second divided by 3 million. Yeah. If your packets on the wire at 100 gigs, they travel much faster than that. And if the state machine is fast enough to respond, you may end up in a situation where the SONiC, whatever communication already ended by the time you send the second scene.
Okay,
And then
okay,
you
I get
have
it.
only
But
one. Yeah.
yeah, but
If
that's
you have
okay,
a
I
fast
understand
enough
now.
state machine, that communication ends way before. So the
But this
CPS
will not
rate.
happen in real life, right? This is more an artifact of the test because on both sides we
No,
have
that
XCRs.
happens in real life because
No, but it
the
won't respond that fast, right? VM will not respond that fast with the ACK. I mean, the XCR responds very fast. Your test equipment is very fast, right? It gets a send and it responds right away. But a VM, when it gets the packet, may not respond that fast.
okay, there was a requirement in 2 microsecond or
Yeah, if VM responds
or
in 2
the
microseconds, then I
latency,
agree.
but that's still the hardware.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. If the VM, I don't know, decides to take a break and responds after 100 milliseconds, then it may take a full second for the whole exchange to be finalized. And if the whole exchange is finalized in a second, then you can say you piled up. What did we say? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was
A
thinking. But yeah,
million flows or whatever the math comes to.
yeah. So yeah, it's based
Yeah,
on the test equipment. Yeah, you're right. With XCI, you will never build up. But with the real real devices which are spread out in the network, right? They may not even be in the same DC or something. I don't know. But it depends on how far away the VM is and how busy it is. It will take certain time to respond, and then it will build up. So how to account for that is hard.
and now the question is, will the 2 million left as buffer be enough to account for a realistic VM slowness? I mean,
No, I get the idea though. Yeah. I think, but at least you answer the question that how is it being calculated? Because at least for the test, we understand that it will never build up beyond the 30 million plus few thousand because of the XCR response really fast. So I think this is more about the test, right? So I think I got the answer. So,
there's still some
but in the real life,
latencies that are added also by the test gear, by the TOR, by the DPU itself, by the NPU in the SmartSwitch. So there are a bunch of, everybody adds a couple of nanoseconds, microseconds to the whole exchange. But yeah, with the hardware, it's fast. With VMs, I understand. And we just need to pay attention with VMs when we do it in canary or whatever, the data center, not to exceed those 2 million buffer. And if we exceed it, maybe then we make 14 million and leave 4 million buffer. That will be the solution. Basically, we should never exceed 32.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, hopefully 2 million are enough.
Yeah, and even if it's not like you said, you can always adjust the background flows to match with. So total, the goal is 32 million, so which is fine, right? As long as we don't exceed 32 million in the test and
So
prove
should
that
we
there are
add
32
a
million.
note there that, should we add a note there clarifying this, basically saying that 2 by 1,000 may be variable based on the network latency delays and so on, and max cap it's 32, and this was leaving 2 million buffer. So I can add a paragraph explaining all this there to make it clear.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks, Macha.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Mircha. So I hope that was interesting to anyone newer on the call. These are the kind of things we talk about, weekly. So we'll get that updated. Thanks, Mircha. And I think that's all I have for today. I was going to work on some merges for Riff. Riff had, I think it was a P4 update on 564 and his bulk sync on 548 and his flow reconcile on 549 that he's working with Marian and Gohan on those. So Keysight team, did you guys have anything you wanted to cover?
No, I mean, Alberto already covers the ACL question.
Okay.
That we didn't use the list, but we are still getting the list error.
Yeah, I
And-
will try and ping Riff on that as well.
Thank you.
How about NVIDIA team? Do you guys have anything you want to cover? Sasha or Marian?
No.
Shine?
No,
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
not.
No.
There's just a bunch of pull requests we need to update. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah, and let me know if I can help. And then AMD team, you guys good?
Yeah, we are okay.
Yeah, okay, great. So I did see, Morali, is this a good place to mention? I mean, I know we don't specifically discuss SmartSwitch here, but since it's an open PR, is it okay to talk about the test plan here?
Yeah, I think it's been raised already. I think, we, generally that's a platform test plan, not specifically DPU functionality. So I think Mana and I think I forget the other person, or Alexander maybe. I think they probably would have seen it. We will send a
Yeah.
note to them anyways. So,
Okay.
and if needed, we can sync up with them.
Yeah. So for people here on this call, if you're interested in this kind of thing, it goes from 1.1 to 1.12 where it's it's not necessarily a draft, but it's a beginning of a test plan for SmartSwitch. So just FYI, if you're interested in that.
Christina,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry for the interruption. So
No, not at all.
can we schedule a separate session for this test plan review? Because I want our verification team representative to join this meeting.
Sure, yeah. We could do it in the community call on Thursday if at all you want to use that slot, Alexander. I was thinking as well. I was going to talk to Riff to see when we can schedule that. Because we have a
let's
Thursday.
schedule a community meeting.
Yeah, this
It
is the
seems-
first version of it, or in a series of updates that will happen
Yeah.
and refinements. So we did one pass with the Microsoft team, Prince George and others.
Yeah. So I would have to say this is interesting. If this is something I can understand, then it's pretty consumable so far, with just the commands and then the output so far. So yeah, it'd be good to look at that, Alexander, no problem. And Vasundara, since you're new, did you have any questions or anything that you wanted to go over?
No, I'm good. I looked at this test plan and
Okay, great. And so the repo for what we're doing is just, SonicNet /-- and we have lots of documentation. You can hit me up offline if you need to, or we have lots of test descriptions. We've done, I think Chris Summers could comment more. We've done VNet to VNet testing, and we're moving from a very rudimentary stage of testing all the way up to being able to test fully with SONiC. Is that right, Chris?
Well, I'm talking about at the SmartSwitch box level.
Or even a DPU,
Well, I guess there's kind of two different test arrangements. One is
testing the P4 data plane, which we just do the VNet testing primarily. Testing full SONiC is more at the system level, and that would be more in Merch's camp, I would say. It's not really covered in our automation pipeline.
Yeah.
In the repo here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I can take you through this, Vasundhara. We just go through stage 1 through 5 here with devices under test, and then the testing that we're looking to be the goal. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Well, thanks everyone for your time. I can stop the recording if we don't have anything else. Okay.
Sure.
I'll
Thank you.
go ahead and stop the recording.